Hi guys, welcome to another video. Today's video is a quick get ready with me using random products like I do, some old, some new, trying to create a just mellow kind of look. I call myself getting ready for the Super Bowl, but really it's just me and my boys. So I don't know what kind of party we're actually having here. But so if you want to see how I got this look, the products I use and all that stuff, make sure you keep on watching and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a very soft glam look using, you all know, you guessed it, random products from my collection. I started off with my e.l.f. Cookies and Dream paired with my YSL blurring primer. This was a look I did for Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl, the day of Super Bowl or something. And I found it in my memory card. You all know I have to clean it out and declutter that. So that is why this video is going up so late because I completely forgot all about it. I'm always filming. I always turn on my camera because I never know, what look might be helpful for someone else, or heck, what look might be helpful for myself. So yeah, I always hit the record button when I sit down to do my makeup because I just never know. So I started off priming my face, and then I went in with my e.l.f. Camo Corrector in Peach, and I put that in my smile lines, and then I used the orange shade to color correct around my mouth. But first, I'm blending out the concealer underneath my eyes. For the concealer underneath my eyes, lately, guys, I have been using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer in one. Let me make sure I tell y'all the right shade. 170N. So I guess that's 170 neutral. So that's what I've been using lately to highlight underneath my brows. So then I'll just color correct any hyperpigmentation I may have, and using my e.l.f. concealer brush. I'm in love with this e.l.f. concealer brush. I'm so mad that I only picked up one when e.l.f. was having a sale. It's very fluffy, and I feel like especially when blending out concealer, my color corrector, it blends without removing the product, and it doesn't stick to the brush, I should say. The brush is so soft and the bristles are so fluffy that it just lightly blends the product the way I need it to. And then I set it today for whatever reason with my MAC Prep and Prime translucent powder to make sure. I don't know if this was my first or second time using it, but I didn't want the color corrector to transfer over into my foundation and make my foundation orange. So this was my first time using this palette, and this is the Makeup Forever Game of Thrones palette. I wanted this palette when it initially first came out, and somehow or another I lost track of it, didn't think too much of it, and then I was on their site one day and I saw that it was on sale, so I went ahead and grabbed it. These colors are okay. Sometimes Makeup Revolution could be hit or miss. Like sometimes it could be, you might get a really good palette, and then sometimes you'll get a palette and the palette is just okay. For me right now, just doing that one look, the palette is just okay. I feel like I have these colors, and I probably do, in other Makeup Revolution palettes that I already have. Don't get me wrong, the eye look came out beautiful, the colors came out magical. I'll play with it some more. Maybe next time I'll use a very lighter base, maybe a white base to complete the look with. But yeah, it was just okay. So I started off with a deep brown shade to put in my crease, and that was just to give my eyes some definition. I was trying to do soft glam, not too much, just really trying to not do too much. But still ended up doing too much. That's how I am. I'll sit down and I'll say, okay, I'm not doing a lot. I'm just going to keep it simple. We're just going to keep it very, very simple. And then I end up doing the most. So you can't pay me any attention at all because I just don't know. So I went in with, as you can see, that orange glitter shade, which was absolutely divine. It was absolutely beautiful. Lately, I've been into orange shades for whatever reason. I've been really digging orange shades, really liking the way they pop on my skin. I don't know if it's because it's getting closer to spring, getting closer to, you know, just warmer weather, that I'm gravitating more toward like brighter, fun colors versus the dark fall colors. But yeah, so I chose that color today, and then I went with the black. For me, the breaking point of a palette is if they have black. If they have a black in there and the black isn't blacking, the black is not popping, the black is not showing up, it should be no reason why you have a black shade in your palette and the black cannot be black. Like, you can't go wrong with a black. The black just needs to be strong. It needs to be pigmented. It needs to show up. And so, like, if I get a palette and the black isn't doing this thing, then it's like, okay, now this palette is probably not going to be any good if they can't get a black shade right. So, yeah, as you can see, the black is good. And I'm just blending it out. I had to be really light-handed. I love a black that I have to be really light-handed with. I, that lets me know that, hey, this is good. This is going to be real good. So as long as I'm light-handed with it, then I won't come out looking like I did my makeup in the 80s. You know what I mean? I won't be so strong. My makeup won't be so strong. Everybody not ready for the strong makeup. And guys, for foundation today, I use my Chanel Ultra Latent Ultra Wear All Day Comfort Flawless Foundation. Thank you for putting that in English, Chanel. I know it's probably in French, and when I learn French, I'll pronounce it the way it should be. But for right now, it's the Ultra Wear All Day Comfort Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade BD 121. You only need a drop of this stuff. I don't know how much this stuff is. I would imagine it's like 60 something dollars. Kind of on the pricey side, but not really. Right? But y'all see how much I put on my face, but y'all see the coverage I got. I never reach for this foundation only because I have so many foundations to go through, and I keep saying that I need to do it won't be necessarily a declutter with you guys, because I think the foundations that I have now I enjoy, I love. I just need to keep them in rotation. So that way I feel like I'm getting use out of all of them. So I still want to do a video with you guys, just going through maybe my higher end foundations paired with my drugstore, more affordable foundations, just so I can get a gist of how much foundations I have, because I know I have foundations all over the place. Like, they're everywhere at this point. They're like gremlins. They're following me everywhere I go. So yeah, I love this foundation. This foundation is so lightweight, so skin-like, so refreshing, just everything. So once again, I went in with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer in 170, and I use that to highlight with. Been really digging this concealer. Really digging this concealer. It's more radiant without being oily, without being greasy. It just gives a sheen. It's not like a totally matte concealer. I can see this being really good for the spring, summertime, the harder months, because it just gives that instant glow without you looking like you just came from up under your car. Putting in a transmission, okay? Yeah. So I'm just taking the damp sponge and I'm blending it out, and it blends effortlessly. I've been really loving products that when I go to blend it out, it just blends with ease. It blends with no problem. I have no issues, no concerns. It just works for me. I just love to blend. I think I'm getting the hang of blending, because I've been wearing my wrists out blending, just trying to blend more. Maybe I need to clean my brushes and sponges more. But the point is, I've been blending more, just blending, not just stopping when I get tired, but stopping when I feel like the look is blended to perfection. So I went in with my Morphe Bacon Set loose setting powder in Banana Rich to set that concealer. That face that day was beautiful. It was beautiful. Without me even really thinking about it. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to hype myself up if and nobody else hype myself up. So if you're like into YouTube and you're doing your thing, never be afraid to hype your own self up, because that's the only way you're going to keep going. You cannot wait on anybody to validate what you're doing or who you are. Hype your own self up, keep pushing, keep going. Even if it was a bad makeup day, I'm gonna say it was bad, but it was still good. It was bad, but it was still good. It was some good to it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on doing it. But no, for real, that makeup that day was soft glam for me, but it had a little extraness to it that I wasn't expecting. Those Amazon lashes, I tell y'all, they're always listed in my description box. They set everything off for me. I love those Amazon brushes, and I purchased some new lashes, not brushes, lashes, y'all. I purchased some new lashes, and I gotta do a haul with you guys, and I'll probably end up giving it away to you guys because these things look like I can fly away. Like I'm going to the North Pole or somewhere. I don't know where I'm going with these lashes on, but y'all know I like fluffy lashes, but I don't like them to be that big. So you'll see once I do my haul, and I'll probably put them in a giveaway box because there's some brand new lashes from I Envy, but some of them are just a little bit too large for my eye. Just a little bit. And for the females who love to wear them, then hey, more power to you. If you like it, I love it. Just wear what you like. But I know for me, I won't be able to see. I went in with my Thread Beauty Contour Stick. As you can see, I'm all out of order. I didn't do any makeup in order. My nose was itching. Oh, my nose was itching. That was when I first started to get sick. I noticed. I always know when I'm about to get sick. Like my body was aching, my nose was running, my head was hurting. I was in denial. I was in denial. I was like, no, I'm not getting sick. I'm not getting sick. But we all have that time of year when the seasons are getting ready to change and the weather is changing, that we'll get a slight cold and it just takes you out for a couple of days and then you're back to normal. I'm feeling a little better now, so I'm happy. And right here, I was picking because I thought that the contour, the foundation stick, was making my nose peel. In reality, it was me. See, I had to go in with a tweezer. My nose was peeling because my nose was dry from me blowing my nose and rubbing my nose. I was on the verge of getting sick. I don't know why I left that clip in there. Like I could have easily deleted it, but that's real life. I know you're like, Donna, we don't want to sit here and see here, look here. I can't even talk. We don't want to sit here and see you pick at your dry skin. But that's real makeup, y'all. That's what I do. That's what I do. Okay, so I'm just blending that out. And I think I said it today with my Juvia'splace bronzer duo in deep dark. I don't even think I used any blush that day. Some days I use blush, some days I don't. That's why I need to stop buying blush because I'm not consistent with blush. Although I got some blush coming from Sephora. Oh gosh, somebody gotta help me. That dry skin was really working me. I know I might complain about my oily skin, but if I had to choose between oily and dry, I would choose oily. 1 year my skin was dry and it drove me crazy. I used the Juvia'splace bronzer duo in dark. Yeah, 1 year my skin was dry and I had patches. Oh, it drove me crazy. I was putting all kind of creams, oils, everything. It was just so tight and so uncomfortable. So I can truly understand how my friends feel who have dry skin. Okay, here's a little thing, right, y'all? I'm talking a whole lot. I feel better. Okay, so I took that was the only one I saw. So it was my NYX Butter Gloss in clear and a Give Me Glow eyeshadow in chili, right? So I just scraped a little bit of that eyeshadow and I put it inside of my clear lip gloss because I saw this on YouTube. This girl did it and she was like, you can make any color lip gloss that you want. So for that day, I was like, well, I want like a kind of different color. So why not do it? Of course, I messed up my clear gloss, so now I got to get another one, if not one from the beauty supply store, but that's no big thing. So I went in with Bold Brew from Jaclyn Hill lip liner, and you all are going to see how this eyeshadow inside of my lip gloss turned out in just one moment. Was I shocked? Yes, I was. Will I do this again? Yes, I will. I'm gonna have all kind of bold pastel color lips. You see me looking? I'm looking like, oh, what did I do? So y'all see me? Of course I'm gonna blot because that was a little whoo. So I just need to blot just a little bit, right? Just a little bit to get a little, calm it down just a little, but not a lot. So I use my CoverGirl Pretty Fresh. Is that called Pretty Fresh too? Clean Fresh foundation and Rich 200 to dust off any remaining. And as you can see, my face just looks. Okay, guys, I finally made it back. This is the complete look. Getting ready for my fake Super Bowl party. It's just me and my son, so yeah, but I had to do all this. But this is how the face is looking. It's just in me using random products as usual. I just love playing in random makeup. And really, that's the only way I'm going to use it is if I get on, hit record, and film for you guys. But yeah, I let me grab it. The Game of Thrones palette by Makeup Revolution is new to me. It just came about a couple of days ago, so this was my first time ever using this one. And as you can see, the shadows are pigmented, but I feel like I have these shades in another Makeup Revolution palette. I don't know. I have to keep looking. I'll run into it soon. But yeah, this is the completed look. If you enjoyed today's look, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.